What's up, my dudes? This is that one guy too, coming at you with another top 5 video for you. 4 days. 4 days into Kingdom Hearts 3. As you can tell by my chart, I'm recording all 5 of these countdowns on the same day. So it's technically for me not 4 days, but when this is released, it'll be 4 days, and I am super excited for Kingdom Hearts 3 to finally come out, my dudes. Now this top 5 is my top 5 favorite Disney worlds. This excludes original worlds, so I'm excluding Disney Castle because yes, it is a Disney world, but it also is an original world as well. But since it's both, it's not going to be on this list. So was that out of the way? Let's get this started. Number 5. Number 5 is the Kingdom Hearts 2 version of Halloween Town. I like this version better than the Kingdom Hearts 1 version, mainly because there's more area to explore. You have basically the same areas as Kingdom Hearts 1, outside like a few minor areas. The only major area that's missing is Oogie Boogie's Manor. That's because in Kingdom Hearts 1, hang on, first, spoiler alert for anybody who has not played the games or seen the games. I'm going to keep my hands up so you can mute so you do not get spoiled. So mute until my hands go down. Okay? Up. Okay. Now, with everybody who doesn't want to hear this muted, Kingdom Hearts 1, you destroy Oogie's Manor. So there's no point in going back. So that makes sense. Alright. Alright, welcome back everybody who was muted. But outside of that one spoilery area that was major in Kingdom Hearts 1, they added the whole Christmas Town aspect of it. So it just adds a whole lot more to the area and stuff. And what was really cool was, when you're in the Halloween Town part of it, you're in your typical Halloween-esque outfits. But why when you transport over to Christmas Town, like Donald was like a snowman, Goofy was a reindeer, and so was dressed up was a Santa hat. So yeah, that's why I like the Kingdom Hearts 2 one better than the Kingdom Hearts 1. Okay, now number 4 is, I'm probably gonna butcher this, so I'm sorry for all you French-speaking people out there. But it's La Cité des Cloches. I believe I said that right. Which translates to the City of the Bells. Which, if you did not know, this is the city that Hunchback of Notre Dame is, Notre Dame, however you pronounce it, takes place. And if you did not know, this is my favorite animated Disney film. So of course it's got to be somewhere in this top 5. And you play this one in Dream Drop Distance, and if you know anything about that game, you play as Sora and Riku both, and their stories like intertwined with each other somewhat. You see some scenes with Sora and some scenes with Riku, so playing through both of them, you get the whole movie's story. Well, they tackle the story of it really well. And there's no way they could have tackled this better, in my opinion. Now, on to number 3. Number 3 is Neverland. Another one of my most liked animated Disney film. It's not my favorite, but it's in my top 10. And basically, in Kingdom Hearts 1, Neverland, you were basically just on on Captain Hook's ship the entire time. Actually, not basically, you were. Except for the very end, then you were technically in London. Now, in Birth by Sleep, they elaborate on the whole Peter Pan storyline. Like, Wendy and all that was not there, of course. But it was like an original story that takes place before all of that. And I found that story really, really good. Basically, anytime they grab an original story for Disney World, I'm just in awe for it. Now, next up, speaking about original stories, next up is Olympus, also known as in the previous titles, meaning all of them except for Kingdom Hearts 3, I want to say, it's known as Olympus Coliseum. Now, the most that we've seen some of Thieves, very little Thieves. We've seen the underworld, but every single time we've visited that world, it has just been the Coliseum, basically. Like, we visit the Coliseum every single time. Which I'm expecting in Kingdom Hearts 3, we will see the Coliseum again. Like, I believe those might even be tournaments there, like in the previous games. But in Kingdom Hearts 3, we're actually going to be exploring the rest of Thieves, it looks like, from some footage and stuff that was shown. And we're going to be climbing up the mountain of Olympus. I have no idea what that was. My boots. Come on, focus. There we go. Now, we are... And so I'm really looking forward to them actually telling the actual story of Hercules. And even though I love the original stories, I would love for them to build up the original stories. So, and I would love to see how they interpret the original story in with the already existing stories of it, and how they're going to make it all make sense. Now down to some honorable mentions before I get to my number 1 pick. The first honorable mention is Pinxel's Paradise, which is the Pinocchio Award in Dream Drop Distance. I like this one better than the Marshall Award. That's also in Dream Drop Distance, and that's in Kingdom Hearts 1. Mainly because you're in an amusement park. If you don't know anything about the movie Pinocchio, there's a part in the movie Pinocchio goes to this abandoned amusement park that the boys basically do whatever they want, and they will sort of return into donkeys and sword into slavery and all that. But, and so you get to see that part of the movie in Dream Drop Distance, which I find pretty cool. Next off, I know this one's a lot of people's favorites, but it didn't even make my top 5. It's definitely in my top 10, but it's not in my top 5, and that is Pride Rock. There's not really much I can say about Pride Rock. If y'all are watching this, y'all probably know about Pride Rock and all the vast environments that you see throughout it and all that. It's about the same that you see in the movie Lion King. And they tell that story of Lion King really, really well, while tying in the Heartless and Darkness and all of that. Next off, this one, if I made a top 6, this one will be number 6. This one in Halloween Town was battling for the number 5 spot, and still is. But that is Symphony of Sorcery. Now, this is the Fantasia Award, which I love music. Fantasia is my second favorite Disney film, like animated Disney film of all time. My third favorite overall. And I just love the environments that they have in Dream Drop Distance where this world is playable. And you can visit Yen Sid's Tower and other Kingdom Hearts installments, but excuse me. But in this one, you actually get to travel these different realms and stuff, which is pretty cool. And the last one for my honorable mention is another one that is in Kingdom Hearts 3. That outside of watching certain YouTubers play it and getting to like see trailers and stuff of it, I don't really know much about it. But that is Toy Box, aka the Toy Story World. And this world is pretty unique. Basically, like, if this world never came to be, Kingdom Hearts 3 will never be there. That's why it's on this. At least as an honorable mention. Alright, now down to my number 1. My number 1 is my favorite live-action Disney movie. Series, I should say. And my second favorite Disney film is in this series. And that is Port Royal. Now, if you don't know anything about live-action Disney, Port Royal is the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's the place where the beginning of the first movie takes place. Where the pirates attacked and all that. And they told the story of the movie, but in such a unique and interesting way. Like, I don't know, like, it's just unique. What I'm going to do is that's going to cut it for this video. I hope you're enjoying these top 5 so far, because I'm enjoying making them. If you are, make sure you leave a like so I know I can make more of these in the future. Make sure you comment down below what your favorite Disney worlds are, if they're not mentioned in this video. If they are, if you disagree with my number 1 pick and you think Pride Rock should have been number 1, then let me know down in the description down below. And make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so when I go live with my Kingdom Hearts 3 series or my Persona 5 series, which is probably going to be put on hold for a bit, you will know that it's coming. Anyways, my dudes, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.